Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the partially mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. So tomorrow could be a date with destiny. It could be, for the very first time, Tudor Dixon meets Treasure Troller. There she will have the opportunity to thank me for all the great advice I've given her, and she will say, please feel free to offer me any more advice that you have at the moment. I'd really appreciate it. So she has a meetup, or whatever you want to say it, campaign stop in Muskegon tomorrow. Ironically, it's at the Hackley Park, where for the most part Treasure Troller started. The exact spot where Treasure Troller started. I just thought of that. That's really strange. It is that the birthplace of Treasure Troller. I was 50-50 on going, but it may have to be 100% now. She's at the birthplace of Treasure Troller, so gonna have to go. But see, here's the logistics behind this that make me at 50-50. First, I go into work tonight, and I get out tomorrow morning about 6 o'clock. Her meetup is from 5 to 7 p.m. So it's an hour for me to, about an hour and a half to drive home, or from work to home. So getting back there by 7 o'clock or by 5 o'clock or whatever, is a short day. Plus, I really need to spend time mudding my drywall in my house. But I'm able to conveniently find several reasons to avoid doing that work. I hate mudding drywall, and I hate sanding drywall. I absolutely hate that. Okay, that being said, and then I have to work in the Grand Rapids area tomorrow night. So it's kind of like drive an hour and a half home to drive from work to home, to turn around and drive an hour and a half back to the campaign stop, and leave the campaign stop kind of when it gets over around 7 o'clock, and then it's about a 45-minute, maybe an hour actually, all things considered, about an hour to where I got to work tomorrow night. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to drive all the way home. But damn, I tell you, as much as I want to live like Lamont, living like Lamont in the back of my car is just not cool. It is not cool. I hate sleeping in my car. It's just so uncomfortable. So that's the dilemma. That, and there's always the hotel room, which I guess if I can find a cheap one, I might do that. But tomorrow could be a big day where Tudor Dixon is introduced to Treasure Troller. I'm actually, if I do it, I'm actually going to apply for press credentials. Yes, sir. A minor league YouTube baller, A-ball. We'll apply for press credentials. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to accommodate my questions. But I already know which question I'm going to ask Tudor. So if there's any 10 or 20 of you that watch this vlog, if you're from the militant state of Michigan and you want me to ask Tudor Dixon a question, a legitimate question, I will ask that question of Tudor Dixon. I guess if anybody has a legitimate question they'd like me to ask Tudor Dixon, I will ask them that question. So, kind of a big day tomorrow in the life of Tudor Dixon. Today hasn't been going so well. I usually bet on football games. I haven't really talked about it, but I've been on an absolute roll this whole season. And then I hit a really big parlay last Sunday night in the Oakland-Kansas City game. Massive parlay in that one. Kansas City was down at halftime, so I was getting Kansas City and points. I had a parlay on with the over and Kelsey getting at least one touchdown and Mahomes for throwing over 250 yards. So I hit a really big parlay on that. Today has not been going so well. Kind of think who the first game that I lost. I think it was the Oklahoma game. I had Kansas, and they let me down. My big bet today, the good Lord willing and the creek don't dry bet, was Tennessee over Alabama. So I have got a couple bets on that one. I was getting Tennessee at home with points. Everything was looking good up until Tennessee decided to start shitting the bed. So the last I checked, it was 28-28 in the third quarter. So we need Tennessee to snap out of it. We have some on the Clemson-Florida State game. And a couple other games. I don't know which one. I can't think of them offhand. But it would be nice if Tennessee came through. That would be a weekend moneymaker game for us. If not, well, whatever. We can't be rolling really well every weekend. Plus, we got to watch the Acre-Bone game. I think that's on tonight in about 30 minutes. And I could have already missed it too. I don't know. But that's it. So maybe Tudor Dixon tomorrow on a big Treasure Troller exclusive. My first interview ever on the channel. I shouldn't build it up so much, but I'll probably go. I just got to work out where I'm going to sleep. So like I said, if you got any legitimate questions you want me to ask Tudor Dixon, I will ask them. So this is Treasure Troller saying aloha, good day, piss off.